What about your car and my
Yeah,
car?
exactly. Our cars are total opposites. Of course they
I
are.
drive a Hyundai i10, okay? I'm not...
What am I talking about? Bloody ridiculous. I think he started, by the way.
Have you started?
Hello everybody, welcome back to those of you who are joining us again, and big hello to any newbies joining us. My name is Assad.
And I'm Kate.
And today we're going to talk about being chalk and cheese, how opposites can attract and how that can be really, really positive for your business. So, chalk and cheese, we really, really are chalk and cheese. We're opposite, you're posh, I'm not. You're female, I'm not.
Stop there, just stop there. Yeah, posh, I'm female, okay.
The point I want to try and get across from this particular video is how you don't need everybody like yourself. You can have a multitude of different people, different personalities, and how that can all add up. In terms of how we are different, I'm very impulsive. I don't, I'm not a details person. Never have been. I tried to be. I think I've tried to be a details person, but it's just not me. And I've struggled with that for a good few years, thinking that I needed to be somebody that I'm not. And I think since you came on board, I've realized that actually you can only be yourself. You can only be yourself. And you, I think, are much more detailed. You're much more kind of methodical. You're much more maybe typically business focused. I don't know if that's true, actually.
Well, it depends what you mean by that. I mean, I might say the opposite. You have something which I don't have. You're very entrepreneurial. I mean, you're a classic small business entrepreneur to me. And
yeah.
I think I was guilty in early days of, to some extent, I think the word is dissing that and doing it down.
Yeah.
In particular, doing down the sales skill.
Yeah, massively important. Massively
I
important.
had an attitude which I don't think is uncommon, which is that to sell is a bad thing or it's an easy thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I tried it, didn't I? I tried it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a bit of a disaster.
It wasn't that bad.
And I said to you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
And I stick by that, actually.
Yeah.
I don't feel I have ever, since then, needed to go out there and do sales. But I have learned a respect for some of the things you're good at, and I'm just not.
That's because your perception of sales is a bad thing. You think sales, it's your typical
don't you think most
double glazing salesperson. It's someone selling you a used car. And it's not like that. Professional salespeople, closing is a process. It's not a finality. You're not saying to someone, do you want this? Do you want this second-hand watch, mate?
Yeah, but it still makes my
give me 10
toes
quid,
curl.
I'll give you 5, I'll give you 8.
It still makes my toes curl when you talk about things like closing the process. Just
No, but it's a term. It's
I know
it's terminology.
it is. I know it is.
And you do it on a regular basis. You just don't realise you're doing it.
Yeah, and I think
that's
all
what
we're
I'm saying.
saying
It's the process that you follow.
All we're saying is that we are chalk and cheese, and that's one example.
Yep.
And I kind of get that whilst my toes are curling, I do better business when I'm working with somebody who's really different from me.
Yeah.
And you do too, working with somebody.
And I think that's the whole point of this vlog, that I didn't think that before you came on board.
No.
You didn't think that before you came on board.
I devalued what you did.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that there's still elements of that, guys, which is really, really important. So don't dismiss people because they're not like you. There's the old saying, people like themselves, which is true. Absolutely is true. Your friends and so on and so forth. People like themselves. However, when it comes to business, don't dismiss somebody because they think differently to you. And the first step that we had was bringing Kate on board. In terms of what I thought was not your stereotypical salesperson and
you asked me,
not
could
the
I
kind
sell?
of experience that I thought we needed.
Yeah.
Since then, we brought people in from the team who had no experience whatsoever of HR tech and in terms of what we do. But some of those guys are some of our best performers now, because what they've got intelligence, they've got a passion, they've got a determination to want to succeed, and that I think is much more important. I want to make a point to everyone at home is that Kate like lives in some kind of castle or something. She's like blue blood and all that stuff. You live very close to a castle. To my eyes, you're living in a castle. I live in Oldham, which is like in a recent survey was like the worst place to live. Guildford, Surrey, it was like the best place to live. So everything about us is opposites.
What about your car and my car?
Yeah, exactly. Our cars are total opposites. Of course they are.
I drive a Hyundai i10. Okay. Not for
I laugh at that. I shouldn't laugh at that. It's a
It's
nice little car. It's like driving Miss Daisy. But it's driving Miss Daisy, the film. That drive the car.
Do you know what my first car was?
Go on.
A Lilac 2CV.
My first car was a B-Reg Nissan Bluebird, and
So we're not chalk and cheese?
It had an electric aerial, and it's the only thing that it had that was electric, and we just like press it all the time. But anyway, I think so chalk and cheese, guys, is a good thing. Opposites attract is a good thing. Please do continue watching. We've got many more topics to discuss. Subscribe, and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye bye.